Okay, and we are back. So, Scott, what were we talking about?
Oh, I don't know. Base systems, I think we were talking
The
about a
base
little bit.
systems, yeah. I really think those are attractive to me. So vMix went out. So here's like kind of my synopsis, and you guys tell me in the chat room if I missed something. But the TriCaster Mini's $5,000. That was kind of a revolutionary thing, right? People have been building custom PCs forever, right? They've been putting in Osprey, PCIe cards, you name it, Blackmagic. Custom stuff's always been happening. It's less expensive, but there's a big part of the market that still wants to buy that TriCaster name. vMix had their own hardware system, the vMix Go. They scrapped it. They said, you know what? It'd be better if our resellers built the custom PCs themselves. That way it's always getting the latest and greatest hardware, customizable. They want to be a software company, makes sense. Wirecast Gear went the opposite way and said, hey, it's 2017. We're going to bring out a hardware-based system. It's $5,000. We're giving one away at the end of this month, February 24th. I hope one of you guys wins it out there. PTZOptics.com/giveaway. And now, Osprey Video, you guys are taking it a step further, and you're saying, we're going to build the PC, make it ruggedized, make it standardized, and we're just going to slip in the card that you want, right?
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
And
Yep.
that's the variable, in my opinion, that if I was a big company, I'd want to buy a standardized thing. I don't want to buy some custom product from some PC maker. Well, you are a PC maker now, but I want like a standardized thing that's like tried and true and supported, and hundreds of
Right.
them are being made.
Yeah, I mean that's the idea. I mean that's where we, like I said before, we just kept getting that question over and over. You know, what kind of PC do you want to use? What is it? You know, what's the motherboard? You know, whatever. So finally, we just kind of took it a step further, and we're talking to a lot of, from our perspective, our main customer base on the OEM is ISVs. So independent software vendors that have an awesome software, but they need hardware and they need capture and they want reliability. So we could build a base system, one or two at a time for a specific, university, for instance, or we could build them, 100 at a time for a specific ISV that has a really cool software platform that they use. So for us, it's the customer base is just endless, really. So we're trying to standardize as most we can, but even on those systems, if you want to upgrade a certain piece of it, you can certainly do that, or if after you buy it, you want to make an upgrade to it, you can do that too. I mean, it's off the shelf PC, it's Windows based.
But if you change it, you void your warranty,
The
right?
warranty, right. Yeah.
That's the same thing with the Wirecast Gear. And it's that weird middle line where we're shipping you a custom PC, but you can't customize it.
Yeah.
We have to customize it. But you guys are unique in the sense that you're a capture card manufacturer.
Right.
What Wirecast did was they went out, and they're very open about using Magewell products inside of their system. They've got a 4-port HD-SDI, a 4-port HDMI, and then they've got two options for different hardware or hard drives inside. So a $5,000 and a $6,000, and there might be something in the middle, which is a nice price point. That's what the NewTek TriCaster's always been at. So they're actually going head to head there. Sounds like your system is a lot less expensive.
Yeah, I mean, if you add the card in there, you're probably between $2,000 and $3,000 potentially on the card. But yeah, I mean, you can get it. I think the base system. Yeah, I mean, I think the standard base system plus a card, you're probably going to be in the $2,300-$2,400 range. So it's still it's still half. But then but you can always add Wirecast or vMix on it too. So, or both,
Interesting. There's my stinger effect. Pretty cool, huh? Ding. I have two stingers on this show that I never use. Stinger 1, and these are built into vMix. Stinger 2.
Oh, yeah.
I never use these darn things. 10 seconds. If you haven't signed up to win already, you're probably too late at this point. Throw that out there. All right, so we're going to do a quick giveaway. Thank you so much, Scott, for doing this. Does your base unit come with any software? Yeah, see, Robert Gene Lewis is saying this is genius. I think it is, too.
Windows 10.
And
Yeah.
is it so it comes with Windows 10? So yeah, so basically what he's saying there is you put the software on there.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
and
Or if you want to do, for some people, we could do a custom image as well with their custom software too.
so let's draw the prizes. So so if I draw a winner here, so there's two winners. So winner number one gets the winner number one gets the 120 ARD4, the 4-port distribution amplifier, $350 value. Is it an HDMI or an HD-SDI DA?
It's 12G, so it's
It's 12G.
HD-SDI. Yeah.
Got it. 12G HD-SDI 4-port. Here it is. Here you can kind of see it. That's it right there. That 12G HD-SDI DA. It's 4K ready. We're going to pick our winner. You have to be in the live chat room to win. Here we go. Boris Voldbega. Now keep in mind, we're only shipping these things inside the United States. Boris, are you here? And Scott, I'm just going to ask you questions in the chat room while we're waiting around. Is Osprey sold through Stare and AV? Who are your distributors?
Stare and AV, no, we're not. We are sold through a company called GDI out of Milwaukee, and also Technic Power Products out of Socrates, New York.
Got it. Okay. Boris is not here, so I'm going to re-pick a winner. You got to be here, guys, to actually win and claim the prize. Thomas Hendricks. Thomas, are you here? What is the availability on these base systems?
Well, they're all custom made, but I mean, you could order one today, and it would probably be ready to ship by the middle of next week. I mean, they're available.
Okay, Boris is here. All right, Boris, you win, Boris. So, Boris, we're gonna call you the winner for the DA, and then Thomas Hendricks, you could be the second winner. Good job, Boris. You win. So, Boris, congratulations. Okay, good. Boris is here. You win, Boris. So, Boris, sorry, I apologize. I'm used to people not showing up. So, Boris, you win. Boris is the number one winner. And Thomas Hendricks is here as well. Okay. Okay,
all right.
Boris and Thomas. So, Boris, you win. Boris, can you put your email in here so I can we can write it down, and I'm just going to send it right to Scott, and Scott can do the shipping and everything.
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right, great. So we got the two winners there, and now let's just keep answering the chat here. So Boris, good job. Thomas Hendricks, you win. Great job, guys. Thanks. Let's just quickly show them what they won, I guess. PTZOptics. Okay, so Boris, you won the Osprey for H1 to HD-SDI, and then Thomas, you won the 3G SDI HDMI converter with audio de-embedding with SDI loopouts. What are people using that for, Scott?
So what that will do, I mean, obviously it'll take SDI out to the HDMI to monitor, an inexpensive monitor. But another cool thing it can do is it has that loop out. So it actually works as a like a 1-to-2 DA as well, if you want to distribute that video up to some other SDI screens. So a lot of different applications for that.
Nice. And then for the 12G unit here with the 4G, do people so people take one HD-SDI camera and then they've got like what, an SDI monitor, an encoder?
Yeah, I mean they can have any up to 12G output. I mean it'll go all the way down to 12G, 6G, all the way down to HD-SDI. So depending, it's kind of future-proof you, I suppose, if you do have a 4K camera but you don't have a 4K monitor, you could send that out to the 4K or to an SDI monitor instead.
Got it. Cool. Well, those are really cool giveaways. And then, guys, if you want to stick around for the Monday show or come back for the Monday show on Facebook, we're going to be giving away the little teeny, they look small. Maybe they're not. I don't even know. These are sorry. Here, let me take you full screen there. Show us that. What is that?
This one is SDI to, no, HDMI to SDI
Cool.
converter. And yeah, it's tiny.
Wow,
But it's
so it
really
is tiny.
rugged. Yeah.
And it's got a loop through?
Yeah, it does. Yep.
Nice.
And they're all powered by mini USB power as well. So they have their own little connector to power by USB.
So Mike Lott is asking us about this Cylon encoding software. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Ceylon, it's it's H.264. I mean, you can go to our RTMP or save to file. It's a free download. Comes with all of our capture cards. It's kind of a demo app, I guess you could say. It's sort of like FMLE or something like that. But
Gotcha.
it's got some pretty cool features that that the card has as well. But it's a free download.
Automatic detection and configuration for on-the-fly signal adaptation. And so it's basically, it's a capture card like monitor almost?
Yeah, it's an encoding software. So you can encode it and you can preview it. It embeds the closed captions. Yeah, we kind of call it a demo app, I guess you could say. But we've done a couple specialty things with it. If you want to take it a step further, we do entertain different kinds of licensing things for it as well. If it's something that you want to maybe do something a little more robust.
Interesting. And then Dredge14 is saying that he'd like a little bit more power in those base stations. What is the deal with those? I mean, it looked like it was an i7 with 3 gigahertz. I mean, that's pretty crazy.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's, again, if you want to do some custom things, we can definitely look at, doing that. We can always source components to build a little more powerful PC.
Well, let's just go ahead and look
always,
at what is the vMix reference system? Like, what are they suggesting for? Because they're suggesting these systems for 4K.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see. I don't know.
Have you looked at what you're offering versus what vMix is suggesting?
At
So
one
they've
point,
got
I don't know
three
if
or
we ever did
four.
I don't know if we ever did for the 4K.
So they've got this motherboard of a Gigabyte. Oh, I don't like Gigabyte personally. I stick with Intel, but Gigabyte Z170X Gaming 3 Intel. I don't even. That's not even. Oh, an i5.
Really? Yeah.
So that's for 4 cameras. They're giving you an i5. The Ruby with replay, they're giving you an i7 with 4 gigahertz. And then the Sapphire, which is a laptop, is putting a lot of that processing on the 4K I/O from AHA. There's not like no built-in PCIe card there, and it doesn't say what they're doing there. But the Ruby looks like the beast of the thing here, the beast of the East.
Yeah.
i7 4.0 gigahertz.
Yeah. And that's saying they can do four inputs on that?
They're saying they can do 8 cameras with 4 cameras of replay.
Wow.
Recording in 1080, streaming in 1080. So they're not recommending anything for 4K yet. This laptop, they're actually recommending a 720, but I bet it can do 1080.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, most of our customers are still doing 720.
I just like the idea of those rugged little base stations.
Yeah.
It seems like you're taking it to the point where the market needed to go. Somebody needed to do it. I would certainly recommend that to people who are looking, because what happens, a lot of people I know are saying, all right, thank you for the cameras, they look great, but what do I use for my computer? And they don't want to build a computer themselves.
Yeah.
And they don't want to go through the process of customizing one. And the fact that it's rugged and it's coming from a streaming company is a huge value add.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay. So Dredge is looking for more memory and storage. So,
Okay.
Scott,
Yeah, we could upgrade that. No problem. Let's
look at your base stations again. So what was
I think the standard's let's see.
because they have gigabyte solid state hard drives now, or terabyte.
Terabyte, yeah. Yeah, I know we've upgraded it to 500 meg or 512 meg. I think we can do terabyte as well.
So these base stations, I think, were whoever's idea this was a great idea. I like the server rack option too. Looks really nice. So are those the two PCIe slots at the top there?
I can barely see it.
And then you've got...
It's below. It's down lower. Yeah, the PCIe is down lower.
Okay. And then you guys also have this guy here.
Yeah, so that one's fanless.
Oh, you've got a PCIe card right there.
Yeah, that would be a dual. I don't know. It's an 825 or something like that. Dual channel.
Yeah, I think it's an 8526 maybe. Yeah, 825E.
825. Yeah. Yep.
And then maybe you could do a KVM or something, so you can. So the server rack option looks good for road cases. Mike Lott is saying. Let's see what else. They love the rack. They love the rack mount base station idea. Important to pay attention to the number of PCIe. How many PCIe lane chips do you support?
PCIe lane chips.
Yeah, Jim, can you explain
there's
that?
There's only one. So on that base system there that you're showing, there's only room for one. You can do a on the other base system. You can add a expansion to get two PCI Express cards in that one.
I think it's so amazing how we're going from, a proprietary world to we're just going to build this with Windows 7 world or Windows 10, because it feels like it's been so long where everything was so super proprietary, even though we knew it was Windows in the background. Yeah. And now it's just like, okay, just buy whatever you want, put the software on it, and let's call it a day, because maybe they want to do OBS, and then maybe they want to do Photo Premiere, or
exactly.
Even something like XSplit now, which is like $5 a month, has NewTek NDI integration. So I was talking to a guy. You know how you get those? Sometimes you get those customers who want everything, but they don't want to pay for anything. So I was talking to a guy like that. You guys, I know a lot of you guys out there. These guys are really well informed, and they know what they're coming to the show all the time, and they know a lot about the live streaming and stuff. But I was talking to a guy who's looking for everything for nothing, and so I was like, "Well, go with XSplit. It's $5 a month. You can't beat it, right? It has NewTek NDI integration, and this guy wanted to mix and match color matching with PTZOptics cameras and some old Sonys, right? And he had like a Canon over the shoulder. So, and he wanted them to all color grading wise look exactly the same. So I'm like, well, that's not going to happen. It's different chipsets, different lenses. The color grading's not going to work. But Jim Davis from TVS Direct, I know, does a lot of this. I love the broadcast industry because it does get really technical, and I think a lot of us enjoy some of these difficulties that we have to overcome, and with different strategies and technology and putting it all together. And there's a lot of value add there for the integrators and the technology pros. And so he wanted to color grade everything. And I said, well, you know what? The NewTek NDI now has a plugin for Adobe Premiere, which is like the professional color grading, software that everybody uses. So what you can do is, if XSplit is bringing in the NewTek NDI. Now, I haven't tested this, so I am kind of saying, hey, the NDI works for it, does everything. But technically, now I have a way that I have tested, and I have a way that I haven't tested. But the guy that doesn't want to spend any money, so I was like, you buy the XSplit, it's $5 a month. You take the NewTek NDI output into Adobe Premiere, and then you can bring it back in zero latency. And, of course, you're going to need a good network for that, obviously a dedicated gigabit network, all over IP, and you can color grade multiple cameras. Now, I'm not sure how if XSplit could take like 4 cameras out of XSplit, export them into Premiere, and then bring them back in. The NewTek Connect Pro app was pretty much built to do that. And I know some of you guys maybe have downloaded that. I believe they have a free trial for it. And you can actually take the NewTek Connect Pro app, bring in up to 4 sources, and they actually work with PCIe cards, by the way. So, Scott, you could actually bring in 4 HD-SDI cameras with one of your PCIe cards using the NewTek NDI plugin for Premiere, and actually bring it into the NewTek Connect Pro app. It's $1,000. It's not cheap, although I'm pretty sure you could do it with vMix with their HD version for $350. Don't tell NewTek I said that. And okay, wait, here we go. Jim Davis is coming to save me. Here we go.
All
Thank
right.
you, Jim. Jim's our NewTek Pro expert. NDI Connect Pro Auto Color. Okay, what is that? So you can actually skip the Premiere. Where is that? So is that a feature of the NewTek Connect Pro app? Let me just show the NewTek Connect Pro app real quick, because I feel like that in itself is something that everyone should know about. So and you're working on the NewTek NDI, right, Scott?
Right.
I hope you have that before NAB, because that's so. Here it is. Here it only works on Windows computers. i5 is a must, and you can bring in 4 NDI sources and basically turn for webcams, for anything on your computer that's a video source. So if you have a PCIe card, 4 video sources in that PCIe card into NDI sources. Make your own connections, and then this use professional tools portion here is showing the NDI Connect web server, connect those things to the IP world, and I'm not seeing the color grading that Jim was talking about, but here's the Adobe Creative Cloud connection. And you see you could be using Premiere, After Effects, SpeedGrade, Prelude. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that Andrew Cross has pioneered. And
Right.
the NDI Connect free does not support auto color, but yes, Jim Davis is saying the regular NDI Connect. And I should have Jim Davis. I got to have you on the show. We need to do a full update on what's going on with all this NewTek NDI stuff. Maybe I can have you on the show before NAB here. But yeah, so it's looking good. So you can do all of that, and you can actually do the auto correction inside the NDI Connect. And yes, Donald, any IP camera can stream directly to the NDI Connect app over RSTP, and our cameras can stream directly to it and then become NDI sources, but any latency that's introduced with the RTSP streaming will be inherent. It's not going to fix that latency in actually, but Jim, I'm interested to think about, Jim, I'm guessing you can do latency correction with the Connect Pro app as well. The problem with the Connect Pro app is it's basically the cost of the vMix 4K. It's more expensive than the vMix 4K, so vMix has NDI integration, so it's an interesting world we live in. It's kind of this weird world where proprietary things and non-proprietary things and software and hardware, and Scott, you kind of live right in the middle of all of it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, the more that we expand on the base system Windows platform, and then obviously the encoder, which is a Linux platform, we kind of fulfill the whole world in terms of capture and encoders and things like that. So it's definitely an exciting place to be, for sure.
Crazy. Well, I just want to let everyone know that we are doing a giveaway on Monday. Thank you so much, Scott, for hosting the giveaway today. I sent you the emails for the winners, and you can still sign up to win right on PTZOptics.com/giveaway for Monday, the Facebook Live show. I hope that one of you guys out there wins. That's pretty much our show. Is there anything else you want to mention, Scott?
No, I appreciate you having me. You do a great job, and glad we connected. Let's definitely keep working together.
Sounds good. Well, that's everything. That's our show, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.
And that's all, folks. We appreciate your participation in the chat room and can't wait to host our next informative Q&A session. Your questions drive the conversation forward for live streaming professionals around the world. Until next time, happy streaming.